We're gonna test audio here in a moment.
Loading.
Hi.
Done loading. Press any button.
Okay, I will in a minute. Once we test audio, mister.
Oh, why does it do that?
What?
Hang on. There. For some reason it launched, but it didn't
Oh,
switch to it for some reason.
crazy. Anyway.
Should be good. And you got your
Huh?
mic down. You got your mic going, right?
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm just making sure
Should
we're
be
live.
good. Yep.
Are we good?
We are.
Alright, everybody. Welcome back to the illegally cited Mixer stream. This is Riley, aka Access for Gamers, and we are doing a little bit of experiments, so we're going to go back into
Welcome to Sequence Storm.
Sequence
Main
Storm
menu.
again.
Vertical menu with 6 items. Selected. Continue button. Press the A button to activate. Press up and down to select other items. Click the right stick for more information.
Okay, we let him finish. Okay, we're experimenting with some new techniques to see if we can hear both of us better. So I'm not going to do this on easy mode this time, so I can actually talk and we can actually try to get some feedback, as well as hear what's going on in the background, and then we're going to try to hear Jesse over there. He's at the other microphone, because we actually have two mics. We have the one I'm on right now with the headset, and then we have an external that OBS, thank God, allowed us to do because fans requested, we want to hear Riley, or we want to hear Jesse. We can't hear you both in the stream at the same time. So, hopefully you can hear Jesse okay over there.
Yep,
While
I'm
we're-
here.
Okay. I
Yeah,
was gonna say,
I'm here, and so is Lyric Singer again, it looks like.
awesome! Hi!
So we got another person back so far.
And where's the volume on this? Because I'm going to need some umph here. Because it's kind of quiet. Especially with my... There we go. That's better. That's a lot better because, oh boy, that one part. Even though I panned it, I actually... Lyric Singer, what you don't know, I don't know if you were in with the other one, but we actually had to switch some of the audio cues because I have 40% hearing loss in my right ear, and the sound effects in the right ear were a little quiet, and I couldn't hear them very well. So I actually switched it so it's in the center of my head, so I could hear it with both ears.
Well, and to be fair, that right sound effect, the one in the far right column, like, I don't necessarily have any hearing loss, and that little symbol or whatever,
Snare, whatever.
yeah,
it is.
whatever it is, it was even kind of hard for me to hear in some songs because it actually kind of blended in. So either changing the sound effect, which you can also do,
Yeah, you can
or
do that
even
too.
panning. So I can see where that would be. Hearing that one would be rather difficult.
Arcade button. Options button. Credits button. Quit button.
Alright.
Hashtag continue button.
What?
Press hashtag Team Trees event button.
Oh,
Arcade button.
we'll hit
Press the A
arcade.
button to
Let's go to
Press
arcade,
left and right to
folks.
select a track. Beginner
And
difficulty.
I do think
Rated 5.
if they show up, I don't know, you might see a couple of new tracks in there because I was playing around. There might be another couple tracks.
Sweet!
Because there's not that many, there's
New
actually not
order.
that many in Workshop,
Rated
but
6. Pedals. Rated 5.
Alright. So like I said, we're only doing this on beginner because I'm trying to test whether or not the feedback
Voice
works.
options. Press the A button to start
So
loading track.
I can do it on easy mode. But I just want to make sure.
for some reason I don't remember the beginning of this. I remember the part in the sample that they did, but I don't remember this particular part of the song.
Power Max.
That noise there.
Yeah. That's almost sounds like a hi-hat.
It is. And I'm just trying to do this and actually talk and get feedback from this just to make
Yeah.
sure it works.
Yeah, rhythm games I am generally very... I mean, they're challenging for me to begin with. I enjoy them, but especially talking while playing them proves to
Is
be
a pain in the ass.
a bit of a challenge.
And it don't matter if it's on beginner mode. You talk during a rhythm game, you better be paying attention to your sound effects too.
I mean, I would have a I'd probably have a slightly better chance if I was playing Guitar Hero or something, just because I'm a lot more familiar with the music, and you know, I've heard these songs now a fair few times just because of you've played them. But you know, I'm not familiar with the actual note patterns as much, so that would be a little bit more of a challenge for me. And there used to be I doubt I have the frickin' adapter anymore, or if I do, I have absolutely no idea where it is. At one time when I was in Florida, they did actually have an adapter where you could plug in either a Guitar Hero or Rock Band controller to your computer, because there were, I think there's actually a couple of them out now, but kind of like an unofficial PC Guitar Hero, there was one called Frets on Fire, which was essentially that.
Results.
And
Success.
there might be another one out
Finished
there that
in
I'm
2
not sure
minutes
of too.
22.196
Nice.
seconds.
I'm curious
Click
what
the
my
right stick
average
for more
was.
details. Press the A button to continue. 94.83%
That's
accuracy.
all?
Finished
Wow.
in 2 minutes 22.196 seconds. Top speed 127%. Best combo 86.
Oh wow.
74 synchronized judgments. 10 great judgments. 2 good judgments. 1 bad judgments.
Oh,
0 misses.
I had a bad
0 out of
judgment?
0 holds.
Boo.
Finished in 2 minutes 22.196 seconds. Click the right arcade. Main menu.
Oops.
Vertical menu with
My bad.
arcade.
That was my bad.
Press left and new order. Rated 6. Race options. Press the 8 loading track.
This one's a bitch on easy mode. Oh. Dear God.
If I remember correctly, this is the one that's got really kind of irregular rhythms that's kind of a little bit throws you off.
It does.
Power Max.
Almost sounds like something you'd hear in like a movie trailer. Oh yeah, that part.
That one,
Success.
that one on
Finished
easy
in 2
mode
minutes, 12.582
is a
seconds.
pain in the arse.
Click the right stick for more details. Arcade. Neopresence. Rated 7. Race options. Pressed loading track.
Whoops. I was doing it too fast.
Thing that I always find about rhythm games is that it's okay when you're on rhythm, but then once you get
Power
off
max.
rhythm, it's kind of hard to get back. Especially when there's more notes flying at you.
Yeah, it's not easy, but I caught it. This is catchy.
Yeah, Lyric Singer asked, how do you switch modes? Well, basically, once you have the text-to-speech enabled, you just go under the settings or options menu in like the
Results.
like the first or
Success.
second. I think it's like the
Finished
second
in 2
option.
minutes,
There's like a
0,
game
3.008
mode, and you just cycle
seconds.
over to
To
the
audio
right
mode
stick
1.
audio
more
mode
details.
1. They have a
Press the
second
A
audio
button to
mode, but
continue.
that one,
That one's in progress. Not
Yeah.
a lot of people use it,
I-
but it's different. It's not the same
Yeah.
as this one.
yeah, this is more like a Simon Says. There's little pauses where you just repeat back what to do. And audio mode 2 is more of a live. It seems like it's almost more close to what you would get in visual mode, where you don't have the little pauses and you're just supposed to, I don't know, somehow anticipate or something. There's like a really, really small window apparently to where like you hit it and then, or it does it and then you gotta hit it.
Like now.
Yeah, I tried it and
I tried it and failed it bad.
spectacularly. But I when I tried it too, I didn't really quite understand. We got a little bit more explanation from another couple of viewers.
And the dev, too.
Yep, and the
even the
dev.
dev
Yep.
came in and watched. Which I was actually the one streaming when the dev came in, Lyric
Mm-hmm.
Singer, and talk about made me nervous. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie. I actually invited him in, but I was surprised when he came in, and I was like, oh, hi. Talk about shocked me. I wasn't expecting it at all.
Arcade. Metropolis. Race options. Loading track.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a developer in one of my streams yet. Be kind of neat. Or no, no, I don't think I ever did.
You did.
Oh,
I forgot.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. I knew there was one that I'm like, well, maybe I did. That's right. Yeah, Hyperdot. That'll be a fun one to. It's very, very simple conceptually, but you know, whether you're using the mouse or an analog stick, it can be quite the challenge. Avoid all little obstacles in this little crazy circular area, and there are little challenges above it. I did a stream for it a couple months back, which is archived, and yeah, had the developer come into that, and they were doing some user testing with a few people back then, and it was pretty cool. I will definitely give the game a shot when the full release comes out, whenever it does.
And it was an honor to me to have this guy come in to develop this game, because that was cool. Especially since I'm absolutely obsessed with it.
Well, and just the level of accessibility options is pretty awesome.
Drop that ass and pick it up with the beat.
Oops. Oops.
Because there's not just things for low vision, but you have, like I said, you can have, there's different gameplay modes, you can turn different types of things on and off, you can switch the audio panning, remap the controls. I mean, there's just a whole...
Stop the holds.
No.
Yes.
No. And the other thing, I mean, what this mode doesn't really show a whole lot is, yeah, it's a rhythm game, but it is also a rhythm racing game. So, in the story mode, or in this, if you turn the opponents on, you're actually doing rhythm, and you're trying to win races. So you accumulate so many successful notes, and you're using that to build a boost, which you're trying to
Results.
race all these other futuristic.
Finished in 2 minutes 07.259 seconds. Click the right stick for
Which
more
I don't
details.
usually do because I just like to
Press the
relax
A
and have
button to
fun.
continue. Arcade. Massive. Race options.
I
Loading
just like to
track.
have fun with it, so that's why I don't do the racing part.
I'll try to get around to it one of these days, but like I said, I tried a little bit of the story mode, and like I said, the rhythm stuff is actually challenging as it is, and then putting the racing on top of it, it's
Power Max.
it's pretty challenging. I'll put it that way. Even on something, you know, even beginners pretty crazy when you combine both of those. But you get on easy, and oh boy.
And like I said, I can do this on easy, but for the sake of this, I'm trying to just get the feedback and do this stuff.
Yeah, hopefully we're both coming in. Like I said, I'm using this other external microphone, so you get her on the headset and myself over here on the microphone. And I know games like this where you have a constant music in the background, hopefully it's not too bad, but hopefully it's coming in clearer for you guys. Because I know during past streams, it's like, even if you were kind of halfway yelling, it's like, well, you can kind of hear an echo, but that's about it.
Yeah, and we tested it using Left 4 Dead, which is a bitch to hear us on. So we did test it with Left 4 Dead to see,
Yep.
and it came through pretty good,
Did a little Doom stream the other night.
which worked
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
I checked it. I went and listened to it yesterday.
Yeah, that was a pretty entertaining stream.
Being, that Doom is one of our favorite games of all time. And it's going to be 26 years old. Ah!
Yep, Doom 2 will be 25 then, because that came out pretty much a year later.
Kind of like L4D.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Results. Success. Finished in 1 minutes 44.8. Arcade. Manifest. Race options. Loading track.
Ah. Yeah, Lyric Singer just said that they got Sequence Storm a few days ago, and they're starting story mode, which is rather interesting. Yeah, it is. I never got very far. I got about 4 or 5 missions in, and when they started doing the racing and stuff, it was like, oh boy, this is getting
Yeah,
Kinda
that's
crazy.
that's where I got.
I have so many. Like, I want to play this more. I really do. But there's like, I've got such a big gamer pile of shame that I just, this is one of the few games that I have that Riley can play really well independently. So it's like, you know what? I'm just kind of letting her have this one. This, you get to take ownership of this one, and basically, you'll master it before I will, guaranteed.
And I was actually terrified of it. The first time I was gonna play it, I'm like, Not gonna lie, I was freaking out. Was I not?
Oh yeah.
I was terrified. Oops. Did it backwards.
Results. Success. Finished in 1 minutes 54.077 seconds. Arcade. Long-legged lot. Race options. Prep loading track.
Just going right through.
Mm-hmm. Which one was this?
Long-legged lie.
Ah.
About a lie that follows you everywhere.
Yep. That was pretty cool, kind of getting a couple insights into like where some of the song names came from when the developer joined us. That was pretty interesting.
Power Max.
Anybody else in there?
No.
Oops. Riley. What the hell was that?
Nope, nobody new joined yet. But we'll say it at the end of the stream too. But you may want to come back this evening because we're going to have a little bit of other crazy fun one last time before this nice long weekend ends. That is going to suck getting up and going to work tomorrow, man. Kind of jealous of you right now. Like, even if I wake up early, it's not so bad if I don't actually have to get up and just rush off and do stuff. I feel like I can kind of just gradually wake up. Like, that's one thing, but I never will like mornings, so.
I never have either. Ugh. And I gotta get up and do some podcasting in the morning. This game, I swear to God. I'm hooked. Very hooked.
Results. Success. Finished in 1 minute 56.798 seconds. Click the right stick for more. Arcade. Last stop. Race options.
You know
Press
we have to play
loading
this
track.
one. This mentions a train.
I wonder. I know there's a problem mirroring it one time when I tried it when it first came out, but that little announcer guy reminds me of the song that's on this just really messed up
Power
VR
Max.
game called Polybius. But I couldn't get the video to mirror to my monitor in the state that I played it a few months ago, and I wonder if that's been fixed, because boy, that game is that game, I don't know. It's actually kind of hard, and it's kind of a shooter, but it's more of like a fever dream in virtual reality. It's kind of messed up. And VR's got some pretty cool rhythm games too that we may have to approach at some point.
And one of them might have a song that Riley sings.
Yeah, unfortunately that game it's cool as hell, but that game is actually kind of hard to see. It's almost as low vision. There's just crazy stuff going on all the time. Beat Saber. It's pretty much, if you have a VR headset, it's almost like a given you have to own or have to have played that, because everybody talks about, hell, even the last few weeks usually during the fourth quarter of football games, I usually see an Oculus Quest ad, and largely it's Beat Saber promoting it.
Oops.
And if you've never seen it before, Beat Saber is basically kind of like Guitar Hero, except you're slashing lightsabers at notes with squares with like
Success. Finished in 2 minutes
arrows in them.
03.435
It's kind of
seconds.
nuts.
Yeah,
Click the right
it's
stick
nuts.
for more details.
And there's actual songs in there
Press
from
the A
actual
button to
bands.
continue.
Oh yeah.
So copyright be damned.
Arcade. User. Rated A. Race options. Loading track.
I'm trying to remember what the couple songs that were added. I'm trying to remember what those were called so we can look for them.
Whoops.
Because there was a couple more that I didn't add, but we could, just to make Riley play on expert.
Haha.
Because
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
have them mapped to easier.
You're funny.
I know.
Only if you played on Visual Expert.
Power Max.
Oh, no fun, no comment. Uh-huh.
I'd look at it, but I guarantee I'd fail within like the first 10 seconds.
I guarantee I would too. Where did the year go? I tell ya. Jeez.
No idea. December 1st, I have no idea.
Results. Success.
Woohoo!
Finished in 2 minutes 05.186 seconds. Arcade. Komodo. Race options.
We'll find them.
Loading track.
I'll be surprised.
This one doesn't seem familiar to me.
Power Max.
I remember it.
Destruction.
Nobody else has joined just yet. Just keeping an eye on things over here.
Catchy.
Results. Success. Arcade. Kernel. Race options. Prep loading track.
Heck. I never thought in a million years I'd be doing this
Yeah.
6 months ago.
Yeah. I don't even know what made me start
Max.
streaming, really. I mean, because I did the YouTube thing, and then I was like, it was like last summer.
Yeah.
I was just like, why not? I think what it was is I think Windows, well, even though we're not doing it right now, I was curious to check out the Windows game bar, and since everything was just integrated right within Windows, like, oh, minimal setup theoretically, and I just tried it. And it is fun, you know. I do enjoy doing the YouTube stuff, and I do enjoy the streams, but it is kind of weird because, you know, I mean, thank you to everybody who has joined and watched so far. But I guess YouTube was like that for the first couple of years too, where I was basically, kind of talking into thin air because I really didn't have a lot of viewership on the channel. But trying to build things out as we go. You got Mixer, you got Twitch, you got YouTube, and I've watched a number of Twitch streams, but I've never streamed there before. Again, just thought I would give Microsoft a shot, seeing as how they are doing a lot of different things in the area of accessibility, both in Windows and Xbox and Mixer, which is under their umbrella too. So, just figured, give them a shot. And for the most part, like I said, there's been some frustrations here and there with technical issues and whatnot, but overall, it's been pretty fun. And if people are watching this archive, like I said, you don't have to have an Xbox Live Gold account. In fact, if you don't really necessarily care about subscribing or anything, which hey, I'd encourage you to do, but you don't even really have to have an account. You can just search for BGFH, or you can find it that
Results.
way. But if
Success.
you have a free
Finished in
Microsoft
2
account,
minutes 07.6
you just log in and
52
boom,
seconds.
you can follow
Click the
anyone
right stick for more
on
details.
Mixer, including
Press the A
myself.
button to continue.
And then you'll get notifications when Riley and I go live, in addition to our Twitter feed.
Yep. It doesn't cost anything. It's free, and it's really easy to do. If you wanted to get an account, first of all, the Xbox Live account is not paid for unless you buy Xbox Gold or whatever. It does not cost you to get an Xbox Live account if you want to subscribe, so we can see who's following.
Yeah, if you have just a Microsoft account, that's pretty much what it is, because it's all under the Microsoft umbrella. You could have an Outlook account, you could have a Hotmail account. Just sign in with that, and you're good. You already got one.
Yeah, and well, I had to actually, even though I had an account, I had to still get the Xbox Live account to follow. So if they actually want to actually follow it, yeah, it's going to have you do that. But it'll be under your same account. It's not anything different.
Yeah, at most you try to log in with your Hotmail or Outlook, it might have you link that go, oh, you want this with Xbox Live? Yep, sure I do. Okay. It's been so long since I've done it, because I've had that account forever. So.
Yeah, so you just link it in. It basically it's not going to charge you anything, because I about had a coronary when I added mine, and my brother said, no, you don't have gold, you're fine, sis. And so basically I added it. I followed him on Mixer, and then you can chat, you can interact with us. We'll know who's in there, and it doesn't cost anything. It just takes a little bit of time, and the reCAPTCHA thing is not a problem. They have an audio version, and it's not your typical robotic bullcrap. It's actually commercials. So it's pretty funny. It might take you a couple tries, because you might start laughing, because it's not typical. It's not the typical one, so you won't have a problem accessing it by yourself. It's accessible.
I haven't tried it via the web. I've gone to the website to manage my account, but I don't know if I've ever tuned in via the web browser, because usually I'm doing it on the iPad or the iPhone.
Options.
So
Loading track.
the iOS app seems pretty accessible anyway. I've really had no problem with it.
I did it on the phone, but the quality actually comes out a lot better on an iPad. Why, I do not know.
Power
but-
Max.
We're in Japan!
Yeah, Lyric Singer says they would love to start streaming, but they just don't know where to begin. PC stuff is probably your best bet, just because you don't have to worry about extra hardware or anything like that. I mean, the main thing that you need is streaming software and a good microphone. So either an external microphone or a really good gaming headset. When I've been doing videos for YouTube and streaming, until I got this external microphone so we can do dual mics, I was just using a gaming headset essentially. Turtle Beach. The model I have was the PX22, which is a few-year-old version, but I really found myself liking it. There are some quirks getting it set up, but just, you know, as long as you find a good microphone, you want to spend a little bit of money on it, because, you know, you will hear. I mean, you go back to my really early YouTube videos, and I was using this just shitty, cheap. I don't even know if I might have that headset somewhere. I mean, it did the job, but like you could tell instantly when I upgraded to this headset that it just sounded way better. It didn't sound quite so amateur. Software, you know, like I said, you choose your platform: Mixer, Twitch, YouTube, whatever. And you pretty much just have to look at their guides on how to do it, you know, depending on what software you use. I found OBS to actually be more consistent. I would love to use the Windows Game Bar, but
Results.
I've had issues of
Success.
some games not
Finished in 2
working,
minutes,
streams stopping
04.931
early, or
seconds.
not getting
Click
recorded.
the right stick for more
But
details.
after a
Press the A button to
few
continue.
sessions of troubleshooting early on, I think I've got this OBS thing fairly down. You have to link it to your account of choice. You'll be given like like I said, it's too complicated to explain. I mean, you have to look in. You have to look. You just have to look at the instructions on what platform you choose. They'll walk you through it. Read it, do what it tells you, experiment, and that's basically what you got to do.
Yeah, experimentation always, you know, it might not be successful every time, but experimentation, you kind of have to do that. That's what we're doing with this. That's why I'm on beginner mode right now, is because we're trying to make sure everything comes through clear. I'm able to talk and, you know, interact. Because if I'm on easy, I am not speaking because I'm just starting easy mode. So I wanted to make sure that this was working before I even attempted to stream this on easy mode
Yeah,
with our new
Arcade.
techniques.
yeah, and
Interference.
your headset should be
Rated
fine.
7.
It's the external
Race
one that I was
options.
more
Well, yeah.
concerned about.
Well, that's what I'm
because
saying.
It's crazy, yeah. I think in OBS you can have up to 3 recording devices or input devices, it looks like. So, yeah, you know, you can do kind of a regular group chat kind of a thing if you have the people and the means to do it. I mean, right now my computer desk is a freaking wiring mess nightmare, but, you know, it works. And it really wasn't that terribly hard to set up.
Power Max.
Oops. Riley. Really?
That beat sounds like it comes from somewhere. Those the high pitch rhythm there. It sounds familiar, and I'm not quite sure where I've heard that before.
Ooh,
Results.
it's a little shrill.
Success. Finished in 2 minutes 15. Arcade. In Love.
Yes!
Race options.
I love
loading
this
track.
song. This is one of them songs I love from this.
They said they'll look into that, all the streaming stuff.
Awesome.
So yeah, I mean it's
Power Max.
It's amazing how easy, relatively speaking. I mean, the fact that anybody can just basically record videos, record audio, stream stuff. I mean, it's amazing how easy it's become to do any of that kind of stuff nowadays. I mean,
Doing your own podcast. Never thought I would. I mean, in a million years, never thought I'd be podcasting.
yeah. I mean, you really don't even have to have a whole lot of, like, I mean, if you want to do, like, a lot of editing and, make it really, really fancy, you do, but, like, even just to get your word out there, like, just doing something basic is actually quite easy nowadays. And honestly, I find that a lot of the content, that I watch or listen to it is a lot of people that are, just talking about a certain topic or a theme or whatever, and it's like, there are some shows that I watch on services like Netflix or something like that, but, I don't really do much with live TV at all anymore, other than football, but...
I mean, even with my podcast, he was asking me if I edited it. He was surprised that I wasn't editing my podcast.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I will say for doing videos, doing podcasts, streams, it definitely makes you think, especially when you look back at it, it definitely makes you take a closer look at what you're doing. And I know it's helped me a lot as far as being able to, do presentations, public speaking, or just talk coherently if I'm trying to say something to somebody or if I'm in a meeting or whatever. It's just, it has actually helped. Because you go back even to watch some of my earlier videos and it's just, there's little things that, I know you're your own worst critic, but
Results.
I go back and look at some of those earlier videos
Finished in
and go,
2 minutes 13.852 seconds.
What was I doing?
That
Click
was
the right stick for more details.
not good
Press
on
the
a
A
few
button to
levels
continue.
there.
Yeah, I mean, his exact words. Go ahead and tell him what you thought when you first heard it. You listened to the first episode of A4G and tell him what you were thinking.
Hide and seek.
Oh God.
Rated 7.
Well,
Race
I don't know what my
Loading
my
track.
actual words were, but I just basically said, hey, if you didn't do any editing, that was actually really good because there weren't a lot of. I mean, it was just coherently presented, and there wasn't a lot of little quirks that a lot of people have, myself included. Yeah, some of that. And I've gotten a fair bit better about that too. It just depends on A, how familiar I am with something, and B, the other problem is that I have 18 things in my head that I want to just spew out all at once, and then they get all garbled up and
Power Max.
things go badly. So, it's all a skill that you just kind of have to work on, I guess, as far as presentation goes. I mean, I want to be entertaining, I want to be informative, but I don't want it to sound, and that's why I will never do one of those scripted videos, just because
Those are annoying.
They sound too fake, I mean, I used to watch things from like IGN or GameSpot, and you can tell, I mean, even some of them now, some of them are done more informally, but like some of them you can actually really tell that you literally go and look up the script, and as long as it's read well, it's not too bad. But like some of them, it's just they did the written review and then they slapped the some game footage behind it and then just read the review, which I guess works if it's written eloquently enough. But I can usually tell when something is just kind of pre-canned like that. And for some people, it is more necessary. I mean, some people have to have visual notes or something to kind of refer to. I will do that if there's a lot of things to cover, like my end of the year videos and stuff like that, or doing E3 conferences, because they just barrage you with game after game after game, and it's impossible to remember them all. But for the most part, I just kind of gotten to the point where I can semi-coherently babble. And shout out to the Giant Bomb team, because I know a lot of times that's what everybody does on YouTube, but that's kind of where I really got my, aside from they're not doing accessibility, but Giant Bomb is where I really got my, took a lot of my inspiration from for the Spotlight videos and for stuff like that. Just, hey, turn the cameras on and play something or use something, and hey.
Results.
And even when you have notes,
Success.
I mean, you're not really
Finished
scripted.
in 2 minutes.
No.
You might have an
22.360
outline.
seconds.
Like I
Click the
wrote him
right
up
stick
his
for more
outline for
details.
his end of year video. I was
Press
helping
the A
him,
button to continue.
and he teases me. Oh my God, you remembered more than I did. He always jokes me about that. But basically, even with notes, it's not scripted.
No, it's more so that I just don't forget to mention a specific topic or game or event or whatever.
Yeah, and boy, stay tuned for that, because that video is going to be good. There's a lot of stuff on there. 2019 has been one hell of a year. I'm going to say it.
Arcade.
Yeah, that's
Good
an
Life.
understatement.
Rated 0.
This is one of them, I think.
What is this one called?
Good Life.
Yes, that would
Race
be another
options.
one, I think. That does sound
Press the
familiar.
A button. Loading track.
I think this might be a new one.
Catchy. It's rated 0, so should be very easy.
Oh, do they not have the note charted?
I don't know.
I'm not even hearing any notes. Because I looked and they said, oh, it should have all difficulty levels. Unless it only starts at easy. Huh. Okay, I guess we're just listening to the song.
I guess so. Till it fails.
Like I said, maybe it starts at easy or something. Maybe they didn't do a beginner, because I was trying to look for ones that at least had beginner to easy. And there's not that many songs out there, period, but there's only like 2 or 3 that I added.
Well, it's not failing me, so
No. Yeah,
I guess I get to just kind of kick back and enjoy.
Yeah, they said it sure has. Yeah, 2019 has been it's been a year. In a lot of ways, but
Yeah. Not only professionally, but personally.
oh yeah. It's been a busy year. Like I said, I wouldn't mind, I don't know, sometimes I wouldn't mind hibernating for like a week. Just,
Even then, it's like, where, what?
yeah, next time when you go up to easy, you'll have to try the song again and see if it actually has charts for easy.
Yeah.
It's a catchy song.
Yeah, I like it.
Kind of neat.
It didn't fail me, so
Yeah.
I'll see what
Results.
the...
Success. Finished in 2 minutes 20.608
Yeah, thank you for the
seconds.
success, because I didn't do anything.
Click the
I
right
just
stick
sat
for
here.
more details. Press
That's not
arcade.
right.
Press left and right to select the track. Easy difficulty. Rated 0.
It's rated 0 there too, honey.
Yeah.
Beginner difficulty. Elemental. Rated 7.
Yeah, you know we gotta do
Press race
Elemental,
options.
because that's our song.
Press loading track.
Now I can do something.
Yeah, parts of this one are actually pretty catchy.
Well, at least they gave me a success. Hey. I'll take it.
I don't know.
Hey, you would too. Give me a break.
Power Max.
You would take that too, Mr.
This one just so fits into like a racing game. I could see this in like Wipeout or F-Zero.
Like you took the fact that you hit that switch and the tank despawned. Yeah, you took that as a success. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but when I did it the real time, it did not despawn.
Yeah, when I was there. What's up with that? What is up with that? When I walked away, it despawns. Maybe make me walk away the next time. Anyway. No, when I walked away, I think I was going to get something to eat.
Well, it was behind a door, and it spawned behind the door, and then like if you opened the switch, it would come out and chase you, which it did in the time that I beat the campaign, but it didn't that time. Yeah, it just went away for whatever reason.
Yeah, when I was gone. I went to get ice cream, or went and did something, and he despawned it. And I was like, what? How'd that work? Well, then something happened where he died, and goes back through, and the dumb thing didn't despawn when I was sitting there. Just so I had to hear his music. I see. I see how he is. I see how he is.
Mm-hmm.
Evil tank. And tell him the joke you say.
I don't know which one you're referring to. I don't know.
He loves you, though.
Oh. I don't know. That just ended up being some sort of a kind of a running gag or something.
Results. Success.
Yeah,
Finished
because
in 2 minutes 20.151
it seems like every time
seconds.
I'm around,
Click
it'll
the right
click.
stick for more
It won't
details.
do something like that.
Press the A
'Cause
button. to
didn't
continue.
it something like that happen before he died really quick, or no,
No, I don't think so.
you walked past him, he didn't come out and chase you the first time. We walked right past it, and it didn't come out. He was standing to the right. I said, honey, there's a tank. Because I heard it, and he's like, yeah, I see him off to the right, and he didn't even come out. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Arcade. Elegy. Rated 6.
Okay, that's a new one.
Yeah, what was
Race
that one
options.
rated?
Elegy?
What
Press
was that
the A
one
button
rated?
to start
6.
for the loading
Okay.
track.
Weird.
Power Max.
This is weird as hell.
Yeah. Oh, it's so processed. Like all the singing is like loops and stuff.
I could sing better than this. Just saying. I said I could sing better than this.
Wow.
This is bad.
Well, they just spliced in different syllables and just like, I mean, it's not even a progressive pitch. It's just like, bleh, bleh. You can kind of just tell.
Oops.
This part isn't quite as bad.
Oh, thank God.
Results.
I'm sorry, but
Success. Finished in 2 minutes
Wow.
1.860 seconds. Click the right stick for more details. Arcade. Dublin. Race options.
Dublin.
Press loading track.
Auto return.
Okay. You guys are stuck with me for a little bit. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Ah.
Power Max.
All I can say is, he's a pretty cool dude. Let me tell you, he's fun. You guys don't get to see it behind the scenes, but he's fun. He knows how to make somebody laugh when their day sucks. Because sometimes you come home, your day sucks, or you know something's difficult, and he knows how to make you laugh. Sometimes so hard you cry, because he cracks me up sometimes. He can really make people laugh. He don't see it sometimes, but I'm telling you. Oops. And he's the type of person too that'll, if somebody gives him an idea, he uses it.
Results.
Really?
Yeah,
Success.
you.
Finished
I'm
in
talking
2
about you.
minutes 08.985 seconds.
I was. Who else would I be talking about? Bill?
Press
Or
the A button to
Ellis?
continue.
Or Francis?
I don't know.
Arcade. Don't go. Rated 7. Race options.
Don't
Press
go.
the A loading
Don't go
track.
crazy. I've already been there. And I've come back from there.
Yeah, what he says kind of sounds like one of those Vocaloid videos or whatever. That one weird song.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's extremely processed. I mean, it's just. That's a lot of what I don't like about electronic music. Sometimes where if they have lyrics, it's so heavily auto-tuned and
Max.
processed to where the point where you don't even... They're just syllables chunked together. And that just sounds really bad to me. Like, this one actually sounds like they're singing, you know, so that's actually not bad.
And I wasn't smack talking you either.
Yeah.
I'm not the echo over there. I don't smack talk. Unless it's somebody that makes me angry. Like, our friends, you know.
No, I just had to give you crap when I was going away there for a minute.
Yeah, well. You're not an imp, and you're not a cacodemon, and you're not a special infected, so... I only smack talk them, because I can. I can get away with that. And who wouldn't smack talk the villain? Come on. You gotta smack talk them, because they're evil.
I don't know. I think, I mean, it can be used in moderation, but like, I don't know. I kind of think that, I don't know. Auto-tune seems like one of the worst things that happen to music. I don't know. At least in the way that most people use it. Like, if it's a little touch-up here and there, that's one thing, but there's always just this weird electronic... I'm trying to think of what even to call it. There's this weird effect that you can almost just tell in so many modern pop music. But I just...
Well, and that's why I like a lot of
Success.
50s and
Finished in
60s
2
and
minutes,
stuff,
05.687
and a lot of, you know, 70s,
seconds.
stuff
Click
like
the right
that.
stick for more
A lot of the
details.
current stuff,
Press the A button to continue.
they just do it to excess, and that's why I like, you know, some country does it, but that's why I like country too, is they don't use all that. And like metal, I like metal, but I don't like it when you cannot understand what they're saying. Let me hear what you're saying. Don't make it to where I can't understand you. I mean, ugh.
Yeah, the extremely, like,
Race rhinoceros.
hardcore, just, you know,
Race
constant
options.
yelling, I don't
Track
like.
loading track.
You know, I like a lot of metal, but I'm not super into the whole just constant growling either, but for the most part, but you can still have sort of growly vocals and still
Yeah.
understand them.
Exactly.
Power Max.
The problem is, I swear, I'd like to find, like, some of those songs, though, like the really just growly stuff. The problem is, if I could find instrumental versions of some of that stuff, it would be cool, because some of the actual musicianship, the guitars and the drums and stuff, I mean, there's some serious skill there. I'm just not a huge fan of that extreme vocal style as much.
Devious rhinoceros.
And I say I don't mind it in small amounts. I'm not probably the auto-tune, but I'm thinking is what they're referring to, but yeah.
I like that band Fun. I mean, he does it a little bit, but not to extremes.
I mean, I guess my thing is I really enjoy, like, watching or, like, knowing somebody, like, played an instrument and stuff like that. I just really enjoy, like, oh, people came together and they made a band, and like, you know, they're playing guitar, drums, keyboard, bass, piano, horns, whatever it is they put into their music. But like, I just enjoy, you know, I mean, I know it takes skill to actually produce something that's all electronic and make it sound cool too, but I don't know, there's just something I've always liked about,
Results.
I don't know, people
Success.
playing instruments.
Finished in 2 minutes 00.4.
And what's really entertaining is somebody who
Click the
can
right
play
stick for more details.
drums
Press
and
the A
sing
button
lead
to
vocals
continue.
or any type of vocal. Oh my god, I have oodles of respect for them people that can sit there and play drums and sing lead.
Yeah, there's a few people that do that. I can't think of examples right off the top of my head, but I know of a
Well,
couple.
Topper Headon from The Clash did it once, but there's some that do it a lot more. But there's a few that have, and it's amazing. I gotta give them credit for that. I respect them people. To play an instrument and sing at the same time, whew, that's especially certain instruments like accordion. Oh dear God. I respect Patrick Murphy and Wilfried from Doolin. Patrick Murphy is the lead singer of Gaelic Storm. They're Celtic bands. And Wilfried, he's the lead singer of this band called Doolin. And for both of them two men to play an accordion and sing lead vocals, that's impressive.
Arcade. Dell Solution rated A. Race options.
Yeah, a lot of the bands I like,
Press
they
loading track.
usually have, usually a rhythm guitarist is also the lead singer. Hell, I can't even sing, so... Have I heard of a band called Tool? Yes, I have, and I have listened to their new album. It's not too bad, actually. It kind of takes a while for their songs to build into a song,
Power
but
Max.
like once it does, they have some really cool. I like a lot of their kind of melodic rhythm that they have in a couple of the songs. Like the first couple songs on that new album is actually, they have a pretty good beat in there.
Disturbed. Yes.
Tool.
I love Disturbed. They are good. Tool's good. I like them too, but... Oops.
Yeah, they weren't on streaming services until a couple months ago because they just refused to be included on those. And then once they released their new album, they're like, all right, screw it, everybody else is. We got to have our stuff up there. And so they were one of the bands that kind of held out on that. I think there's another band that refused to for the longest time. I think the Beatles were one of them.
And Tool will throw you out of shows if you are on your cell phone during a show. From what I heard, they will kick you out of the show. If they see that you are on a cell phone during their show, they will kick you out.
That guy has a really interesting voice too. Like he can go from just, craziness to belting it out singing. Yeah, I mean he's Maynard is an interesting dude.
And we, particularly, have a soft spot for a Metallica song.
Results. Success.
Nothing else
Finished
matters.
in 2 minutes 04.674 seconds.
Yep.
Click the right stick for more details.
Yeah, he said that
Press
him and
the
his
A
dad,
button to
they love the
continue.
drummer
Who does?
for Tool. The
Oh.
singer. For, the drummer for Tool.
Arcade.
Yeah,
Connected.
I was listening to some of their
Race options.
songs and
Loading
some of their the problem with their stuff is they're a lot of really offbeat, kind of weird rhythms, and they're not really straightforward. And especially where my drum level is, that would be a complete disaster for me to try to learn how to play that. Now I have sober stuck in my head. Thanks.
Do we need to hum some Shenmue?
Power Max.
I've had Shenmue stuck in my head for God knows how long. Really? You're gonna do it backwards on me? I thought you were gonna trick me there, huh? Not so.
This is no problem, because now I have sober stuck in my head.
That's what you get.
What?
You get stuff stuck in my head all the time. Thanks, lyric singer.
Easy manipulated. I just play games, is all.
Uh-huh. Oh, let's listen to Portal's theme song. Oh. We love teasing each other. It's too much fun. We wouldn't have it any other way, though, right?
Success.
And today of all days,
Finished
we
in
gotta
2
tease
minutes,
each other, just because.
4.294 seconds. Click the right stick for more details. Press
Yeah,
the A button
and
to
I wonder who
continue.
might have gotten Shenmue stuck in Steve's head. Evil me, haha.
Arcade. Chocolate.
Mmm, chocolate.
Race options. Loading
I
track.
know you're gonna say it. I'm waiting for it.
See, I'm not gonna, just because you're waiting for me to, because, you know, I'm gonna throw you off. See, you're expecting it, so...
Perfect. I meant to do that.
But
See?
chocolate is pretty good.
I did that on purpose so you wouldn't say it, see? You fell right into my trap.
But chocolate is good, and maybe I should go get some ice cream.
Or
Max.
maybe you'll get you some
I
pie.
was just gonna say, or I could get me a big old slice of that pumpkin pie.
You can do that, I don't care.
No, I won't yet.
You'd ruin your supper.
What's that?
I said you'd ruin your supper.
Well, I'll have pie for supper.
Okay, and I'll have pizza then.
Well, people call that a pie. Come on now. Come on.
Yeah, but pumpkin pie pizza?
No. No, you dingnut. No.
Oh, shit, I love it. Hey, and I won. I got you to call me a dingnut on stream. Yes!
That's a weird thing to aspire to, but okay.
What, dingnut? That's a funny thing to say, though.
Well, that's, yeah, I don't know where I came up with it. That's just a word that sounded interesting. And...
Yeah, you called Chris that once. On stream.
Oh. all the time or just sometimes? It says I have some echo. If I have the echo all the time or just sometimes. Because, I mean, depending on, you know, either how close I am to the microphone, or sometimes it might pick up, like if I talk loud enough, it might pick up on her microphone a little bit, and so you're probably getting a little bit from both. And that's why we're kind of doing this, just to see, especially what I sound like
Results.
on this external
Success.
microphone.
Finished in
And
2-minute
if it
arcade.
picks up a little bit on the other
Chaos.
one, on the headset
Rated
a little
7.
bit.
Professor
Race
Chaos!
Press loading track.
Butters, if you don't know who that is. Oops.
I don't know. I'm no audio technician. I just kind of hook things up, try to look at, you know, it's hopefully that things don't come in super high, you know, so hopefully they don't get blown out or whatever. But
Power max.
that's what we're trying to figure out is the levels and how close you have to be to the microphone and all that kind of stuff. So. It's largely a plug-and-play operation, you know, adjust a few settings here and there, try to adjust a little bit of the levels and stuff, but, like I said, I am no audio technician, audio designer, so...
And people requested, oh, we can't hear you, so we have to get more, you know, so we're trying to... That's why I've got this on beginner, even though I can't, you know, I can bump it up. Because we're trying to concentrate on what we're doing and try to figure out the different things.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not too bad, or I'm hoping it's not all the time. Hopefully it's not like a constant echo.
It wasn't when we was doing Doom,
No, so like I said, I mean, it could be where when I speak really loud, or like, you know, it's picking it up partially on your end as well. That's probably where that's coming from, if I had to guess. So as long as I'm talking in a normal tone and I'm actually, you know, pretty close to right in front of the microphone, I'm hoping that.
Well, I just
will be
turned to
okay.
face the computer too, so I'm gonna see if that might have done it. Because I was facing you.
Yeah, and that's what I asked, is like if it's all the time or just during certain things, or...
Because I just turned now, I'm facing the computer now. Did we get an
Results.
answer?
Not yet.
Success. Finished in 2 minutes 17 point. Arcade. Beast mode. Race
Beast
options.
mode.
Press
Not
the 8
yet.
loading track.
I'm guessing you're probably most of the way through the set list so far. I wouldn't think you have too many left.
Power max.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that might that might have been the case, where if you're looking at the computer, you said that's better.
Okay.
So apparently,
Whoops.
because yeah, when I was streaming the other night, I was staring directly at the monitor because I was playing Doom. So that's interesting. Okay, so we're getting, like, if you're facing me and if I talk loud enough, you get a little bit of double pickup there. Good to know.
Thank you for the feedback there.
And I will play it, you know, as we're streaming, I will, sometimes I will pop in and just make sure the stream is still kind of going, but, especially for certain types of games, we also have it hooked up so that, you know, we can hear things directly through the computer instead of the stream, because if we're both in the same room, that way we're reacting to something at the same time, you know, especially for... You know, maybe like a story-heavy thing where, like, oh god, what happened during that story? Or a horror game. It's like, doesn't make sense to have a
Finished in
jump
1 minute
scare
56.612 seconds.
the other person
Click the right
hears
stick
it.
for more details. Press the A button. Arcade. Amplitude. Race options. Loading track.
Amplitude.
That was a weird game. I don't know if I ever played it.
Which?
Amplitude.
Oh.
Frequency and Amplitude. I think those were PlayStation 2 exclusives. There were music games. They were, I mean, from what the footage I saw of them, they were interesting. I would have played them if I would have had a PS2, but...
Power Max.
And they had another really weird one that became backwards compatible on the PS3. Or no, that was a PS Vita, I think it came to, eventually. Vib Ribbon. That was a weird one.
Don't know that one.
It's weird. I mean, it's... There are kind of games like it out there now, like on Steam and stuff like that. But this one was really unique because it was just really like a black screen, simple line art, and you were this little dude. I think it was like a rabbit or something, and you were running down this like line, and then there were different obstacles that you would have to hit depending on the beats of the music or what things you heard. So they're like little loops and little spiky things you jumped and just all kinds of weird stuff. I think it was really just the presentation of it that was really minimalist but yet really bizarre. Okay. You wanted you wanted a different song in your head. There's always that crazy. Speaking of weird games, Katamari.
Oh, good lord.
Katamari
Finished in 1 minute
Damacy.
53.
Yes!
81 seconds.
Lonely Rolling
Click the
Star.
right stick for
Oh
more
god.
details. Press the A button to
Who brought
continue.
that up? He did?
No, I
Oh.
was just thinking of Weird Ribbon games.
Yeah, that one.
Or
You want to
music
get a song
based.
stuck in your head, Lyric Singer? Check that one out. Oh dear lord. We should try to stream that for him again because that stream didn't turn out.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that one until I was talking about it. And like I said, the problem with that game is I really like the game, but I'm absolute rubbish at it. I'm so terrible
Arcade.
at it.
Armada. Rated 5. Race options.
I'm just terrible
Loading
at it. Like,
track.
I can't get past like the 4th or 5th level. It's just,
Level 4 is the song I'm talking about.
yeah. It's like the 4th level, and for whatever reason, I just can't get the right path throughout the level. You're basically this dude rolling this giant ball, and you're just trying to absorb things in the world, and it's all cel-shaded and goofy looking, and there's a bunch of weird Japanese music to it, and it's just a really freaking weird game.
Yes, it
Power
is very
Max.
weird.
They said they have a demo of that game. I like it a lot. I'm just not good at it. There's another one that before anything like that came to PC, there was a game called Wonderful End of the World that I should really play again. That was kind of fun. There's 1 or 2 levels in there that really suck, that I hated, but they had some really neat levels in there. Kind of a similar concept. The Wonderful End of the World, and there was some pretty catchy music in there too that I could get stuck in your head. I mean,
Hey! You?
what?
How about baby monkey going backwards on a pig?
I don't even know if that's in the App Store anymore. I would guess not, but
Probably not. But it's on his channel.
it's a weird game, yeah. That was a short-lived fad that I heard about on the internet many years ago. Auto runner platformer. And it was just a stupid auto run platformer game that had just this ridiculous song that would play.
Very ridiculous.
Baby monkey going backwards on a pig. Which is what it was. Yeah.
There's some pretty
Results.
crazy video game
Success.
music out there.
Finished in 2 minutes 0.751 seconds. Click the right stick for
And
more
even
details.
games
the
that
A
we
button
love
to
will get
continue.
music stuck in our heads, which isn't bad. We don't care. Like the Midnight Riders.
Maximum car.
Maximum. Oh God, my nephew. It was so funny. He's only 5, and I let him hear that song, that theme song, right? My younger brother comes out, and Levi's sitting with me on the swing. Hey Levi, what you doing, bud? His dad does, which is like I said, my younger brother. He's 6 years younger than me. He goes, looks up at his dad, Maximum Car, and I lost it. I started laughing so hard, and his fiance looked at me. What the hell did you just start with him? And I'm just sitting there, I'm laughing. Everybody's rolling. And Brandon goes, what did you do to my son? So then I had to show him the game. So then he ended up getting it because Levi loved it. It was so funny.
That's a game that I
99 Blue.
I have not gotten around
Rated
to
0.
playing yet, and I would like
Oh,
to.
here's another new one.
Undertale.
Press the A button. Loading track.
The problem with that game is I wish that it's so dialogue heavy that I wish that it was like voice dialogue or had text to speech in it. That's the main thing that's kind of stopping me from really digging into that game right now. Because I've heard really good things about Undertale, but just reading so much small text, I don't have the patience for that. when I
This
have
is
so
a
many other
newbie and
things
there's
to
no
play.
notes.
It's what?
A newbie and there's no notes.
Oh, no notes at all?
Nope.
I mean, let's put it this way. I have a whole folder on my computer, several gigs worth of gaming music. Because I do enjoy, like, there's some really good music. I mean, modern games and even... especially a lot of the more melody-driven 8 and 16-bit music. They had to work with what they had. And it was super catchy.
This one's awkward.
Yeah, well, it started out okay, but then it got really weird. If you like 8-bit music, there's a couple channels that you might want to check out. There's one called 8-Bit Stereo, which is this guy who basically remastered all of the like NES and Famicom games, and they those were not in stereo back in the day, but he made them sound super good. 8-bit stereo, and then there's one called 8-bit Universe, which does they basically turn regular music into 8-bit
It is good.
renditions, and some of them don't nail it too well, but some of them are super catchy.
Yeah.
And it's great because a lot of the metal ones, they actually just would make perfect boss music. Like if I was going to make a video game, I'd be like, man, that is so a boss level right there.
Yeah. And they have ringtones and albums for sale.
And then you get into the really weird stuff where, like, I've seen other people tweet things and message things where they're making music from other devices. Like, there's this one where this channel that does music where it's all based off of, like, they use 8 floppy drives and they make floppy disk drives.
Results.
And they actually make
Success.
music. And it actually sounds kind of
Finished
cool.
in 2 minutes 37. Arcade. 160 race
Yeah,
options.
I've heard all kinds of weird stuff out
Loading
there.
track.
Things that people do on the internet. Just because they can.
And there was a weird version of Lonely Rolling Star, which was bad. I let Jesse hear it. He's like, "Oh, shut it
Power
off."
Max.
Yeah, that was bad. That was not good. Yeah, hearing narrator read Undertale. I mean, I would just like it. I mean, like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be voice, like actual human narrated. I just want it for accessibility because then I can save my vision for actually playing the game and not reading so much text. That's honestly because I've wanted to check out Undertale, but that's honestly one of the main reasons I haven't, is just because it's been so text heavy and I just don't want to devote that much time to... I mean, I love to read. I read every day, but I do a lot with audiobooks and things like that. And if I'm going to play a video game, I want to do video gamey things. I don't want to read all the time. That's why, even in Sequence Storm here, like, it was so cool to have the speech do all in the story mode, and you got things like Eagle Island, all the dialogue was voiced in there. So even if you had to have some vision to play something like Eagle Island, you still had the narration, because then it was just like, oh, okay, I can take a break and listen to the text dialogue. And then when that's done, I can go back to visually playing the game. So even for low vision users, it can be super helpful, even if the game isn't necessarily completely totally friendly to totally blind players, like Eagle Island right now.
Really? That fucked up ending I don't like. Anyway,
Results. Success.
but it was funny.
Finished in 2
You
minutes.
should tell the story of
0.052
when you
seconds.
beat that fire level
Click the
and
right
what you
stick
did
for more
afterwards that
details.
you thought was really weird.
Press the A button to continue.
Well,
Arcade.
that was kind of funny because
100
I'd streamed the game,
Loading
and then I did
track.
a spotlight video for it, and I don't remember if it was the stream or the spotlight or both, where I showed this fire level later in the game.
Both.
Oh, that fire level was a giant pain in the ass. Because essentially, the moment you left the first room, there would just be this wall of fire that would go on all of the platforms chasing you, the top, the bottom, and you had to go through the level as quickly as you can without hitting other obstacles and enemies. And I banged my head against that off and on for quite a while before I could actually beat it. And I don't know, I was just playing it. I think he had released an update for the
Power
game or
Max.
something. And so I was playing it again. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try this damn fire level again. So tried to beat it, and it took me a few tries, but eventually I did. And we were chatting back and forth. We were just texting back and forth at the time. And it was in July because it was after we started going out, and I'm like, because you were like, yeah, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I'm just getting my ass kicked in Eagle Island again. So, the fire level, yeah. So we were going back and forth, and I beat it finally, and then I'm like, finally, I'm like, yes. So I text her, I'm like, okay, hey, I finally did it. I beat the fire level. And then it was funny because we were talking a little bit later, and it was like, oh yeah, just the fact that we were talking at that point, and it was just after I had said something like, yeah, I finally beat the level. What did I do? I go text my girlfriend that I beat something trivial in a video game. Like, okay, that was interesting. But yeah, having people read subtitles for you, yeah, that does get old. I do use magnifier when I can sometimes. I've used the Switch's zoom feature. Believe it or not, that's come in real handy. I haven't really done it on the Xbox much, mainly because I forget the controller command to do it. I'd have to look it up again. But, yeah, I'm really hoping in the next year or so that more
in 2 minutes,
games start supporting system-wide
Click
text-to-speech,
the right
because
stick
that
for
just
more
makes life so much easier.
Young Jack Martin. Race options. Press loading track.
This is really hard on easy, on visual. I beat it, but it was ugly.
Yeah, it isn't easy on audio either. I think I did it on
Power
this one.
max.
I don't remember.
I'd have to look at the... I just love the panning on this. I can hear that thing so good now.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear it that same way?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if it worked on both headphones or not.
Oh, yeah. Whatever you hear, I hear. Yep. Whatever you're hearing is the same thing I am. Yep. The only thing that would really screw me up, at least right away, is if I heard it in the left side, I would want to hit one of the left buttons. That would throw me off. Guaranteed. For a while.
Well, it's kind of in both. It's not really in the left side. Yes!
Yeah, that one went well.
Results. Success. Arcade. Wretched Hyena. Race options.
Wretched
Press
Jockey?
the loading track.
Sorry. I always joke and call that special a laughing hyena. That's why I said that. If my brother was here, he'd be like, would you quit smack talking them? No. That's kind of ominous.
Power max.
Oh, this is our drone one. This game is addictive. Where did that breeze come from to my right?
Huh? No idea. It's haunted.
I better quit smack talking. One, two, three. Really? That ending is weird.
Results.
Yeah, a little bit.
Success. Finished in arcade, wax and wing. Rated race options. Press loading track. Power Max. Results. Success. Finished in 2 minutes 08.651 seconds. Arcade. Tragedy. Rated
Oh, I
9.
love Tragedy. This is a
Race
good one.
options.
This
Press
is
the
another good
loading
one that
track.
it's not so processed. Whoops.
Power max.
Whoops. Oops.
Not too much really to say, just chilling listening to the music at this point.
Yeah, it's one of them. You got that one. You got to kind of pay attention because it's really
Success.
funky. And
Finished in 2 minutes 03.4
that one
seconds.
is. Ooh,
Click the right stick for more details.
I was hitting the
Press
right
the A
notes,
button
but I
to
wasn't hitting them
continue.
right on cue.
Arcade. Throwing myself in the trash. Rated A.
This one, I don't know why, but this one I always succeed really well on,
Race options. Press loading
which
track.
is sad because the name of it's like okay. Oops.
Power max.
Yeah, this one's really repetitive. Kind of just a constant rhythm, constant beat.
And you get used to a beat, and then it changes.
Yeah.
Results. Success.
Kind of like a quick
Finished
time
in 1 minute
event.
53.129. Arcade.
Just when you get used to a
Press
move,
the end is near.
get your love and get out.
Race options.
I love
Press
that
the
name.
loading track.
It's unique. Like I said, a lot of these songs are very uniquely named.
Power Max.
You can use power maxes, but I don't. Not in this mode anyway. Oops.
He
Results.
still did probably really good.
Success. Finished in 1
Yeah,
minute.
you
Arcade.
missed a couple.
Syndicate. Rated 5. Sucker Punch.
I'm trying to see.
Stuck Neck Cut. Shared Dreams. Rome is Burning. Rave. Push/pull. Pedals.
Okay, that's where
Rated
we're at.
5.
Okay.
Syndicate. Rated 5.
You got like what,
Race
4 or 5?
options.
5, 4, 5 left.
Press the
Yep.
A
Okay.
loading track.
The sequence storm endurance one.
Oh, I could do it.
Easy.
Ha ha ha. Only if you do it.
This is your game. I'm sure I'll play it again though. I do like this one. This one's pretty catchy.
Power
And of course,
Max.
I'm over here diddy bopping. As Steve puts it.
Yeah, I think this is one of them that I did try on easy. I think it was tough. I know there were one or two that I actually failed a couple times because some of those note changes and rhythm changes really kind of messed me up a bit.
Oops. I just screwed up there bad.
Yeah.
No! At the end they do that on that part.
Results.
Nah.
Success. Finished in 2 minutes. Arcade. Sucker Punch. Race options.
How about Ryu
Press
Hazuki give
loading
somebody a
track.
sucker punch? After he eats first.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one new mechanic I don't like them adding into this third one. I mean, I get it, they're trying to simulate a bunch of stuff, but eh. And it would be different if you could like eat one or
Power
two
max.
things and then it would like fill it up, but sometimes you gotta really like chow down like 15 things, and that's no exaggeration. Everything in that game is so damn expensive. It's got its flaws, but it is definitely a unique game. Oh, they say they pronounce his name so wrong in the first one. Well, I actually find that kind of inconsistent in all of them because
Results.
they
Success.
sometimes they
Finished in
say
1 minute,
Dio, sometimes they say
59.150
Dio
seconds.
or Dio.
Click the right
or
stick for more
Ryu, or-
details.
It's just weird. There's
I've even heard
the
people
button
say
to
Theo
continue.
before.
yeah, I don't know. There's some there's weird inconsistencies in that series.
Yeah.
Arcade. Stuck neck
But
cut.
it's still pretty
Race
fun.
options.
Like, I mean, there are definitely
Loading
some.
track.
There are a few aspects of Shenmue 3 that are getting a little bit tedious for me right now, but I mean, I do want to see it through, get the rest of this chapter's story. Just the back and forth, oh, go see this guy, to go see that guy, to go see that guy, and just looking for things that. Yeah.
Power
But it is
max.
definitely trying something unique. Feels like a game from about 15 years ago.
At least they got Corey back.
Yep.
And that's the guy that, oops, voiced Ryu. I hit the wrong button.
kind of different too. Oh no.
Results. Failed. Finished in 2 minutes 14.484 seconds. Race options. Loading track.
Try this again. This one's not easy.
Yeah, it seems to have a few of those kind of staggered or stuttered beats.
Power max.
I'm trying to remember what those weird sound effects make me think of.
Results.
That one sounded a
Failed.
little tricky.
Finished in 2 minutes 15.53 seconds.
Okay, we're not doing that again.
Shared dreams.
That one
Race
sucks.
options. Press
I mean,
loading
I've passed
track.
it before. I don't know how I did it, but
Yeah. Hey, you've been playing for quite a while.
Power max.
I was hoping it would hit there and I could have used it then. The end of that, but because I would have used a power max there.
I'm not sure. I think if you haven't used it and you still had it, I think you can still use it, but I'm not sure. I haven't played it enough to know.
Oops.
Oh, I'm not. It was that's a little bit weird, I think, but I think that might be the one that they're stuck on in story mode. That one you just did.
I can understand why.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some weird patterns in that one.
I can totally get you on that. I don't know how I made it to beat it through the challenge. Because I did beat it. I don't know how I did it, but...
Results. Success. Arcade. Rome is burning. Race options. Prep loading track. Power Max.
Oh, it was the one that you were just doing when I was talking about that they were having trouble with
Oh.
in story mode. Because it, I don't know that they actually have a difficulty in story mode. It's basically just a gradual ramp up. I think it's just it is what it is, and eventually it gets really hard.
Yeah, that's what John said. He says it gets really rough toward the end there.
Results. Success. Finished in arcade. Raid.
There you go.
Rated A. Race options. Prep loading track. Power Max.
You gotta have fast reflexes, let me tell you, on some of these.
Still rather catchy though.
I agree. Ah, yeah.
Results. Success. Finished in 1 minutes 52.400 seconds. Arcade. Push/pull. Race options. Press the loading track.
I think we got this one, and this might be the last one, or there might be one more.
Power Max.
This one seems like it has a lot of arcade sound effects in it.
And I've got that other song still stuck in my head.
Which one?
Hide and Seek.
Oh,
My favorite. One of my favorites. I might have to do that one again just because.
Results. Success.
Just because.
Finished
I
in
like
2
that
minutes
song.
03.328. Arcade. Pedals.
That was it.
Rate New Order.
Okay.
Near Metropolis. Massive. Long-legged lot. Last stop. User. Komodo. Colonel. Japan. Interference. In love. Hide and seek.
There it is.
Race options.
I gotta do this one more time
Loading
just because
track.
I love this one. Even though it's a bitch. First time I heard it, it scared me to death.
oh, I know. I remember that. Yep.
You'll know why. This part just gets stuck in my head. It's like, ah, stop! Go where?
Power Max.
Here we go. We're getting close to it. Where I'm like, oh my god!
Yeah, I know there's a part later where it kind of just totally switches and then it gets nuts. Because I remember this one I played a few times on easy, on visual mode, and I'm like, oh dear lord.
Right there.
At least it's only one type of note.
Thank God. Let's see if you can't do it that fast. You're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Since I failed one twice, I had to succeed at one twice.
Fair enough.
Oops. Woo! Yeah! I love that one.
Success. Finished in 2 minutes 22.038. Arcade. Main menu. Vertical menu
gonna
with
let
6
him
items.
finish yapping
Selected.
there.
Arcade button. Press the A button to activate. Press up and down to select other items. Click the right stick for more information.
Well, everybody, hope you enjoyed the stream. Again, this is Sequence Storm, which kicks ass. Just saying. I, of course, as you can tell, am in love with this game. Because I've played it, 4 times now? And
Yeah, I lost track. It's either like 4 or 5 now. I'm not sure. But, yeah.
yeah, well, actually, this is 5, I think. Actually, I do think this is 5, because there's been 2. Then there was the challenge on easy mode. Or the challenge and then easy mode. So this is 5 right here. Yeah, it is 5. But it was, of course, requested again for our big event that will kick off tonight. Jesse is going to kick off our big main event this month. This isn't part of it. This is just us. I came on here just to give him a, more to choose from other than shooters. Because we love our shooters. Me and him are both obsessed with shooters. He was saying it the other night, and, it's not always him that's requesting shooters, it's his girlfriend, because I'm obsessed with Doom, I'm obsessed with Left 4 Dead, and I have my reasons, and
Yeah.
on those who don't like it. Anyway, but basically, he's kicking off our big event tonight, so we will be back this evening, and he will be streaming, and I will be on the other microphone. So we're gonna kick it off starting tonight. We got a whole big slew of things coming up for that. And Sequence Storm will be in there again, so it will be my 6th stream of it, which I have no problem with that at all, because of course I love this game a lot, so I do not have a problem streaming it again. So you never know, I might put it up on, might relax, do a little on beginner and then kick it up to easy, or vice versa. Do some on easy and then bring it down to beginner and just relax with it a little bit. You don't know what I'll do with that.
I do gotta say, I really do. I am digging this title track. It is
I know,
kinda
that's why I'm
catchy.
not. That's why I didn't say you could turn it off yet. We could just back it up with this because it's pretty catchy. But I think Daniel should really put something to this because I think that would be kind of cool. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Follow Jesse on Twitter at BGFH79. You can follow me on Twitter if you'd like at access4gamers. Follow us on Mixer at mixer.com/BGFH, illegally-cited.com, and youtube.com/illegally-cited. You follow us on Twitter, you'll know when we go live, because he'll tweet it, I'll retweet it, so whoever you follow, you're going to see when we go live. Also, please check out the A4G podcast if you haven't, and if you haven't requested it on the platform of choice, please do, because we need it heard all over the place. We want it heard everywhere we can get it heard, because right now we are only on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Breaker, and Radio Public. So please, please, if it's not on your platform of choice, ask them to get it for you. Please request it politely so that we can get A4G heard. We want accessibility going global, people. We want this heard everywhere. We want our message heard loud and clear. So please, help us out. Request it on your platform of choice. And we will be chatting with you guys later this evening with some fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And we will be back soon. Bye, guys.